Fishbowl Radio with my boy Young Strip. You know.
Hey, it's Phaedra with Mind, Body, Soul Shift. Keep listening to Straightforward with Strip. Hey everybody, this is Chrissy of New Texas Orleans, chilling on Straightforward with Strip.
Hey, it's Vic the Artistic. Keep rocking with Straightforward with Strip. Straightforward with Strip.
Whoa, yeah, check me out. This your boy Eric, straight out of Uptown New Orleans by the way of Slidell. Y'all come out, check us out at New Texas Orleans. We got some good food for you. We'll love for you to see y'all. Y'all come make groceries. Holla at us. Straightforward with Strip, you heard me? Check me out, shawty.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Shantizi, and I keep it straightforward with Strip.
Microphone checker, swinging sword lecture, closing down the sector, supreme neck protector.
Straightforward. So when a person is straightforward, it says of a person, they're honest and frank. And then the synonyms would be honest, frank, candid, open, truthful, sincere. And I don't know what could be more attractive than somebody who's open and honest with you.
Straightforward with Strip.
Yo, Fishbowl Radio Network, FBRN.US. It is Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That can only mean one thing. You are now live on Straightforward with Strip. Like I said, every Thursday, 3 p.m. at www.fbrn.us. I'm glad you're joining me. You know, we're saving the world 1 hour at a time. And we are in the studio right now with an amazing guest to help me cover all these current events and hot topics. We're also going to talk about his journey. So like I said, every Thursday at 3 p.m., don't go nowhere. And as a matter of fact, check me out, Straightforward with Strip. We're keeping it 1,000 with all the latest topics and current events. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm in the studio right now with my man, my homie, award-winning film director, is what it says, Michael W. Green. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Strip, man? Appreciate you for having me on the show.
Heck yeah, man. I was like, if anybody knows me, I'm a huge movie buff, you know, and when I actually got a chance to meet you and found out that you write movies, and not only do you write movies, but you make good movies. And there's been a lot of buzz and a lot of hype and a lot of, I would say, well-deserved momentum around your projects. So I wanted to invite you to the studio to talk more about how you got to where you are and everything that goes into producing a film, making a film, writing a film. And also I kind of heard that there could be a lot of drama in the movie and film industry, like the acting and all that, right?
Yeah, it's just like any other job, man. Drama go come with no matter what job you do, whether you prevailing or if you, like, you know, and sometimes in projects or any job you fail, but then it's not really, I don't really call it failing. It's just making you push a little different way. You may have to go a different direction to still get the same results, you know, but a better results, might I say. So yeah, that's just how it is. I don't really think it's drama in just film. It's drama in any business, you know what I'm saying? But since we're talking about film, there is some drama in the film business too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before we get to that, I want to go ahead and, you know, start from the beginning, you know, because first I want to know, how long have you been making movies and writing movies?
Well, I actually started in the film business, acting rather, in 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, and I only got into acting on a dare.
Really?
Yeah.
So somebody was like, man, because, yeah, like, honestly, like, when you first look at him, if you're listening to the stream right now, Michael W. Green is kind of like, you know, a big guy, you know what I'm saying? You look like you work out. So,
y'all better see that.
Yeah. So it's like, I wouldn't guess that, you know, you're sitting here writing films. I would think you're doing something more in, like, the athletic field. So how did this dare come about that got you into acting?
All right, so me and a couple of partners, we actually had just went to the gym.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you
go
to the gym, you leave the gym and you go get wings and fries and ranch dressing, right?
Yeah,
that's just how it happens, you know. Well, anyway, we stopped at the gas station to, I guess, get some gas, get some drinks or whatever. And there was this cat selling these bootleg DVDs. You know, it is what it is. It's a hustle, you know. So he said, man, $5. But I'm like, I said, I'm gonna donate $3. I'm gonna keep this other two to myself.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? Take it. And I'm telling you, Strip, man, I don't remember the name of the film that we looked at. It was horrible. It was hard. I'm like, how did this get out? You know, and then I just told my
yeah.
boss, I said, man, I can act better than that. And then
Yeah.
he's like, bet $20 you can't. I said, bet. And it just kind of went from there. Let's just say I got that $20.
Okay, that's what's up. So did you like go out and do an audition the next day?
Well, yeah,
or-
no, you just have to like do research and like try in school and stuff. A little bit later on, I actually started attending KD Studios. A lot of talented actors and actresses out of Dallas, Texas go through KD.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of different programs and filming RTVF, like at the different colleges and stuff here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ways to get into the film business, but. If you can't go to school for it, just take classes or workshops. People take workshops too, but that's just what I did. I was attending KD within my first 3 weeks of KD, I booked an industrial commercial.
Really?
Yeah, for RSD Medical Center. Used to be off of 635 in Josie. They've changed the name since then, but I still got my paycheck stub from that first gig.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that's awesome because I still got my first check stub as well for my first radio check.
Really?
Whenever I got into the radio
Yeah,
industry.
but yours probably a lot bigger than mine,
Man.
so mine wasn't,
I
wasn't
wouldn't say all
that big.
that. I don't know. It was the first one, so yeah, you probably have a similar experience with that first check.
Yeah,
everybody thinks it's gonna be that million. Nah. But,
That ain't happened.
it's something about getting that first check from something that you have a passion for.
It wasn't millions, but it was a couple zeros though.
Yeah, that's
a couple
what's up.
zeros, man.
That's cool, man. So, you did the acting thing. You're at the KD Conservatory. When did you say, I want to write a movie now instead of acting in other people's projects?
Well, that didn't come to years later though, man.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing certain actors and actresses who are doing like both sides of the camera. What I actually first started out, that was my film. That commercial was my first gig, but I was doing stage productions too. So it was just one of those things to try to go back and forth. And I started noticing people doing both, and I'm like, So I didn't know how to write a script. So I started putting myself around people who wrote scripts.
Yeah.
And I just started paying attention, watching, and then just learning how to do certain camera angles and just certain terminology that was used in the film business that I had no clue what they were saying. But yeah, that's how it was though.
That's what's up. And shout out to everybody that tapped in on the Facebook Live. I got Freddie Kane of Freddie Kane TV, man. What's going on, big homie? And shout out to Miss Tria Arkansas. She said, hey, tell Michael Green I got some drama dealing with my grandma and her dementia. So if you want to laugh and film some realistic things, then hit me up.
Man, hit me up.
Yeah.
Michael W. Green on Facebook. What's her name?
Tria Arkansas.
Miss Tria Arkansas.
Yeah.
Hit me up, Michael W. Green. Let's talk. Real.
And she has a pretty cool story. As a matter of fact, she was in the foster care business. She
Okay.
ended up fostering 52 kids and adopting 5 of them. So yeah, she has a pretty interesting journey and story. So yeah, y'all should definitely link up.
Yeah, man. I'm actually sitting down and doing some work with another local person here in Dallas who started from nothing, and she has boomed her business, Glorious Gherkins.
Glorious Gherkins, hey, Latoya Moppins.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
shout out to the homegirl Latoya Moppins.
we're going to do something together for her life story, man. We coming together some stuff.
That would be amazing. We
Yeah.
had Latoya Moppins come up to the radio station a couple times. Something I love about Latoya Moppins is she don't talk about it, she be about it, and she never comes empty-handed. If you haven't had these pickles, yo, straight up, I know a lot of people don't know about the pickles. If you're listening right now and you're like, pickles are pickles, what's the big hype? You're living under a rock, okay? Glorious Gherkins, Google them, look them up. They're Kool-Aid pickles on a whole nother level, but I don't even want to just generalize them to Kool-Aid pickles. You feel me? She has chicken fajita flavor. She got margarita flavor. She got Jack and Coke flavored. So they're flavored pickles. She has over like 65 different flavors. Glorious Gherkins. Holla at Latoya Moppin. She's amazing.
Yeah, she told me, and I do not like pickles, bruh. Anybody who know me know I do not like pickles. And she said, you know what, Michael? She say, I'm going to get you liking
changed your
pickles.
mind, right.
Well, no, I haven't ever tasted the pickles. I've been to her shop before, but we were shooting a movie at her shop, so I didn't get a chance to actually taste her pickles. So I will, though. We're supposed to meet up soon, I guess a couple of weeks to go to lunch or something and talk or whatever.
Yeah.
She just had a birthday, I think, 2 weeks ago or something like that. So.
Yeah, the pickles are amazing. She even has like alcoholic pickles, you know what I'm saying?
Alcoholic? See, I don't drink, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, that bourbon and Coke pickle. And then she has like virgin daiquiri flavored pickles and things like that for the people that don't drink.
So how you know about the alcohol pickles, bro?
That was one of the samples she brought up here. You know, I didn't try them, you know, because I was on the clock and, you know, I don't drink on the job like that. Nah.
Yeah, man. I got you on that though. Yeah, she definitely doing her thing though.
Yeah.
I'm actually just happened to know her, and as me and her talked for a while on the phone, and she has a real story, bro.
Heck yeah.
Has
really,
a real story, bro.
It's inspirational too,
For
you know
real.
what I'm saying? Never give up on your dreams. Straightforward with Strip, if you're just now logging on, you're tuned in to Straightforward with Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. in the Red Stream. I'm in the studio right now with award-winning film director and actor Michael W. Green.
Okay.
So I'm glad that you came into the studio. You being an actor and being in film and everything, I kind of want to ask, are there any movies that you've watched that you would want the lead role in? Like, because I was telling my homeboy yesterday, I went and saw that new Rambo, Last Blood,
you like
with my
it?
pops. Man, I am telling you, that movie made me want to go see the other ones.
Well, I'm telling you, because them original ones are cold-blooded, bro.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me, too. Yeah, my pops and one of my homeboys, he's an older dude, and he was telling me, yeah, them Rambos, they go off. So I went to see Rambo, Last Blood yesterday. It made me want to go see all the other older Rambos.
I'm going to have to check them. I'm about to go check it out now, dog.
I wanted to ask you because when I left that movie theater, I wanted to be Rambo.
You wanted to be Rambo.
Like, you ever been to the movies and you walking out, you're like, man, I wish I could be them. You know what I'm saying? Or like, that'd be cool to have that lead role.
Yeah,
what would be your lead role?
I think one film that really inspired me, that hit a lot in the culture and everything too, that set like box office records, was Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
I actually, I really thought about that. I was like, man, I would love to be on that thing.
Yeah.
Get up in that.
Wakanda. Yeah, that's what's up.
Wakanda.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I first heard about, the Black Panther movie coming out, I was like, man, that's dope. That would make me want to start acting to try and get in there. But I watched the movie. There was a couple light-skinned Africans in there. There was a couple light-skinned Wakandans. So I think I could have made it. Some people are like, nah, bruh, you're too light-skinned to be from Wakanda. But nah, I seen a couple of them, man. That's cool. And so you
my boy Alan Ducker said you can play the next James Bond.
Yeah. Hey, that's real, man.
Yeah. 0047, got you. I got you.
Or, like, since your name is Michael, I was thinking, like, some Michael J. White type roles, know what I'm saying?
That dude right there is a beast, man. Like, this dude, I've seen his workout. That dude's a beast, man.
Oh, yeah, for real.
He's a true beast,
yeah,
man.
A lot of people think that, all that moves and stunts is just for the movies, but he really is, like, a martial artist.
No, he's a martial artist. Yeah, him and,
who is it? He's thinking right
Wesley
now.
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes,
Wesley Snipes is actually true black belt. A lot of these cats they got that work in and did that training, man. A lot of them do. It's different between real fighting and stage fighting.
Oh yeah,
big difference.
And there's been a lot of talk and a lot of rumors, about Michael J. White coming out with like a Spawn remake or reboot.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Spawn. I liked Spawn.
Yeah,
I actually liked it.
I liked it. Yeah, Spawn was cool, but I kind of feel like they could have put a lot more into it, and the story can go longer.
Yeah, but you gotta understand when you filming 100 million hours of footage and you trying to put that into an hour and a half, that's when it becomes really artistic, bro. Plus, they had a lot of CGI effects into it also.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you film so much footage just for like a few seconds. I'm telling you, it's
man,
crazy.
I know because I'm friends with another screenwriter, and he was telling me like he showed me a script, and the script was probably like an inch thick. It looked like a huge packet, but he was like, "Bruh, this is for like a 3.5 minute like little script," and I'm like, "Bruh, all this script right here is just for 3.5 minutes of material."
That
could
like a 3 or 4 day shoot.
Man,
because usually it's like a lot of times. Sometimes I heard Samuel L. Jackson, he was on the show. And he said, he was shooting that day, which was an all-day shoot, and it was only 2 pages. It was an all-day shoot for only 2 pages. Man. So, yeah, it's like 2.5 or 3 pages. It was an all-day shoot for them 2 or 3 pages. Man. He was shooting some feature, some film. So, yeah.
That's intense, man. So, like, what do you think is the longest you've worked on a project? Like,
the longest
from the writing to shooting?
Brothers 321.
Yeah.
That one right there is that was my actual first feature that I actually had screened, and we did an awesome job on it. It's one of those things where we got the cast, we started shooting. One of the leads, whatever, we had differences when it comes to timing and work, his job and everything. So we already had shot so many scenes with him, so we had to. so he was no longer part of the project. So I had to recast again and shoot all those scenes again. And then we shot all those scenes plus 5 more with the new lead. Then he passed away.
Oh.
So then we had to recast again and shoot all those scenes again.
Yo.
Bro, that took
intense.
like, it was. Everybody like, man, just put it out. I'm like, no, you just can't just put it out.
Right,
you know,
yeah,
you
especially
gotta...
like when your name on it, because people will watch a movie and, you know, same with this Dave Chappelle little special that came on Netflix. This will show you, like, if you put a project out, it will get critiqued to the T. It will get talked about, good or bad.
And you got to have tough skin on that, man. When you put your name in the forefront and you putting out a project, material, whether it's good or bad, everyone's going to have, no one's going to have 100% yes to any project anybody puts out. I don't care what level you are in film. Somebody will always have something bad to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to be able to take that with a grain of salt. You know, okay, what should I do? Okay, you know what? I'll do better. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
So...
That's what's up. I wanted to ask, you know, because you being in the movie and film industry, and I'm into like weird conspiracies and all these different like things that could be hoaxes or whatever, but these movie curses, you know, like when they were shooting the Exorcism movie and like all these people died and everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced, or do you believe in like different like movie curses or
I
like curse sets?
Do to a certain extent, man. It's like when you're on set and you're shooting about something that was possibly based off a true story, and demonic possession and all that, and then you happen to get a house that's said to be haunted, and you want to shoot in it, you start getting them little goosebumps on the back of your neck, like, okay, man, this is.
So have you personally ever been in a situation where you're like, man, it's some spooky stuff going on right now? Like, we need a...
Only thing I can say is when we shot Mystic Crossing, it's another 1 hour film. So we actually won 2 awards at the film festival.
Man.
We were shooting a scene in the house, and these 2 little kids, it was demonic kids, and all of them were demons.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you. I wish I can show you. I'm gonna show you the trailer.
And you said it's called Mystic River.
Mystic Crossing.
Mystic Crossing.
And it's Mystic, and it's Crossing is XR.
Oh man, yeah. So that does sound kind of spooky.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's real.
That's
and I mean, at one point I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? We here, let's shoot it, let's get it done. Because, but you know, sometimes you do stuff you like, whoa. You may wake up in the middle of the night like, all right,
man,
I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Heck yeah,
yeah, I'm tripping.
Cause I've seen a movie before where like this like film crew was going to this old haunted mansion to like film a movie, and then they actually started getting haunted and all that. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be all a part of that or anything.
Yeah, I believe in there is a higher being that comes into effect, and I definitely believe in God. Jesus, but I also believe in angels. I believe that you do have a guardian angel, because a lot of things that should have happened to you and that don't happen, you gotta think. Everybody like, thank God, he looked out for you just then. So I guess it just depends on who you are and what your beliefs are.
That's real. And I wanted to ask, what has been like the most fun or the most exciting setting or location that you've shot work in or shot a film at?
Man, there's quite a few, bro.
Have you been out of the States?
Have I shot out of state before?
Yeah.
I've shot in Louisiana. I shot in L.A.
Yeah. No, I mean like shot out of America, in like out the country.
Oh, actually, I did something in Okinawa, Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's wild. And that's a crazy situation that you brought that up. My mom is actually from Okinawa, Japan.
Really?
Heck
Yeah, they had us stationed on. They had us. We was living on the Kadena Air Force Base, which is my son is in the Air Force. Air Force dad right here, y'all. What's going on?
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. And you mentioned something earlier about, shooting a movie and you had the cast, but then you had to get another cast and shoot a movie.
One.
In your career of film directing and writing films and holding auditions and stuff, have you ever had those women who wanted to do a little extra to get a certain role or a certain part in your films?
Oh, trying to hook up?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
So there's film groupies or something.
Yeah, it ain't point of film groupies. It's just, they just
they want that
they
part.
Just have free expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just free,
Okay.
like liberal expression. But no, I've actually never did that. If you come in and you audition, if you fit it, I cast you.
Yeah.
If you don't, I don't. It's just what it is. I'm not gonna take no advances just to give you a role in the film.
Yeah.
If you got skills, I mean, I'm not saying you don't have skills. Everybody has skills to. I think everybody can be an actor or an actress. It just depends on where you fit in the storyline.
Yeah.
You know. So, but yeah, there's been plenty of times where people I mean, not lately, you know, but I mean, it has in the past before. Yeah. People tried to get on by getting on. Man. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And have you ever had to work with somebody who might have had one of those type of reputations before?
Of getting out like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know a couple of, I'm not gonna say no names. I know a couple of people that have did some things, and you know, actresses came on set and they went from a featured extra to a speaking role.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But I'm assuming they had a nice conversation. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because the script changed in 48 hours, so it changed.
That's real. That's real. And I had said earlier, you know, me being a movie fan, I watch a lot of movies. I keep up with a lot of movies from older generations to, you know, the more recent movies. But I've noticed a lot these days that they're coming out with a lot of reboots and a lot of remakes. What is your take on reboots and remakes of movies, especially classics? You know,
it depends, man. Because like when you just told me about Rambo, I've seen the commercial and I'm like, I don't know, man, because the old Sly Stallone man was a man back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I seen I can watch Rocky a million times, bro. Like honestly, I can watch it a million times, back to back to back.
Like which one? Because I know there's like 8 of them, right?
I won't get tired.
Yeah.
Seriously. Back to back to back to back. I think my best one out of all of them was when he fought Mr. T and he fought the Russian.
Yeah.
I think those were my best ones, but I can watch them all. And I just think when you do a remake on a film, especially if it's one that did really good in the box office, and you want to just like, I don't know. I've seen some projects, I ain't gonna say no names on projects that I saw remakes on, and I'm like,
yeah. I don't know why I'll say it. That new Child's Play movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I kind of feel like I don't want to see it because Chucky was already cool, and now that they've had this whole new like spin on it where he's not possessed, it was actually some type of like technological mishap or something, you know, because I guess they're trying to keep up with the times, so everything's all technologically based and based on technology and computers and everything like that. I guess
I didn't even know. I've seen the commercial again.
Yeah.
I mean, like when they came out with a long time ago, Bride of Chucky. I wouldn't go watch that, bro.
Nah.
I think I seen the very beginning of it, and I'm like, okay, it's just too much for me. I can't do the Bride.
I think it should have stopped at Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky was a reach to me, but I feel like it was good for what it was, and they made it a little more comedic. But everything after Bride of Chucky, I feel, was super reaching and kind of like we didn't need it. Like, it wasn't the worst films I've seen. Like, it was like after Bride of Chucky, I think it was Son of Chucky, and then The Curse of Chucky, and now this new Child's Play.
All that, huh?
Yeah. So I kind of feel like
I ain't seen none of those.
Nah. Oh yeah. Well, I saw Son of Chucky. One of the reasons was because Redman was in it. So shout out to Redman.
Shout out to Redman. What's up?
And it's funny because in that movie, he's playing some type of like film director, film writer. And then Jennifer Tilly, she's in the movie, and she was trying to like schmooze him for a role. So yeah, that was pretty funny, I thought, man.
Yeah, Redman's he is just a jokes all the time though, man.
I want to ask you, has there been people that you've seen who didn't start off in movies and acting, like they were probably, you know, like we're in the music industry or in the sports industry, and now they're doing film and acting that you think stood out to you, or they shouldn't do movies at all?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, you don't think he should act?
That's just my personal opinion. Don't get me wrong. It was one that I seen. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Shaq's, but it's just certain acting just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
was it something specific or something? Or was it like
that
Kazam?
movie Steel. Was it called Steel?
Steel, yeah.
When he was supposed to be a superhero.
Yeah.
He's like 7'5" with a suit on.
I remember that. I watched that.
Yeah, I saw it, and I'm just like.
Nah. Man,
Yeah.
you know what I don't like seeing, and a lot of people can say, you know, I'm one of those fake woke people or one of them too conscious people, but black men taking cross-dressing roles. You know, the Wesley Snipes and
Tu Wong Fu.
Tu Wong Fu. Man, my son's mom loves that movie, and like I wouldn't watch it with her.
It was
you know?
funny, bro.
Was it?
It was funny to me, bro.
Oh man.
It because you see these kick ass. Can you say ass on here?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can say it now.
Yeah.
And you see these dudes who doing their thing, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse. You know, Wesley Snipes, Blade. I mean, these guys are coming with knives and karate and everything. And then
so
you
to see
them
them in
the
drag,
dress, I was like,
oh man.
But I said, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna judge it.
Yeah.
I sat down and I was rolling like the whole movie, bro. I was
Really?
laughing the whole. It wasn't laughing because
I don't know what it's about or why it came about or anything like
See, but
that.
that's
I'm
not-
just like, man, see, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Like, it's kind of cool to see, you know, Blade and then Patrick Swayze do something so opposite of them.
Yeah.
But I'm one of them, you know, like, nah, man, feminization of the black man. Like, I don't want to feel like he had to do that to further his career. And I know Dave Chappelle said something about it. Other conspiracy theorists and everything have said something about it. Like, it is some type of propaganda or agenda to feminize and emasculate the black man. Have you ever taken a role that, like, you had to dress up as a woman or cross-dress?
I have never had a role I had to dress up like a female, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I actually wrote one. It was good dealing. It's actually one that I wrote, and I'm actually gonna direct another one that a good friend of mine, Glenn Franklin, wrote. The one I wrote is called Cushion Push. It's a comedy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then the other one he wrote, Glenn Franklin's called Jerry's Time. And both of these are centered around the LGBT community, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like, once again, bro, in the film business, me personally, I don't see whether you straight or you're not. Honestly,
It's just,
I don't give a damn.
Can you
bro.
play that role? Can you play
Yeah,
that,
it's important
that
just
act?
to sit on the role, but I mean, I just can't. I can't see myself playing a role where like I do something with a dude or something. I can't see that, bro. I just it's you know
Yeah, that's
I'm
weird.
just that. That's just not Michael Green, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
what's
not me,
up.
bro.
And you know, you said you've done you worked on like horror movies,
Yeah.
comedy movies. What all genres have you worked on?
Oh, I think every last one of them. Even I've worked. You talking about that I've worked on, whether it's acting, filming, writing, producing, or directing, or is
Yeah.
it just me as my project?
Yeah, well, let's say both.
Okay,
all
well,
the projects
yeah,
that
I
you've
did
personally
everything.
written.
I did drama like crazy. That's
Yeah,
my life story right there.
Man.
That's drama. But drama, comedy. Our film that I wrote called Mr. Faithful Cheater.
Mr. Faithful Cheater.
Mr. Faithful Cheater is a comedy I
Dang.
wrote, which won an award.
Really?
Best film.
That's what's up. And where are the awards like coming from?
Well,
Like,
just different film festivals.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Have you ever done? I heard of Sundance Festival. That's a
I
popular
would
one,
love
right?
to get one of my projects in Sundance.
Yeah. What's like the process or procedure to get a film at Sundance?
Film it, send it in.
Yeah. Oh man, then what you waiting on?
I mean, it's easier said than done, though, bro.
Yeah.
Because like they get so many. They get so
Entries
many
and-
entries, bro.
Yeah.
You may get lost in the shuffle. I mean, not scared to say you lose whatever the money you have to pay to submit it, but
Oh yeah.
you never know. I mean, you just gotta have something that stands out more than others. But what movie hasn't been done yet?
Yeah.
Think about it. What movie has not been done yet?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
like a movie for everything.
It's a
Yeah.
movie for everything.
I feel
man.
like that's the reason they're coming out with all these reboots and remakes. Like we're running out of ideas. Yeah.
I've seen some, like, when you see like these TV shows that come on 2 or 3 years, 2 or 3 seasons, I say, and the 4th season, like, we like, what? This don't even make any. It don't make
Yeah.
sense. Like you said, I feel like they run out of material.
Yeah.
When you run out of material, it's just you just putting stuff together. Then It
Oh
don't-
yeah. So we talked about Blade and the Tu Wong Fu and then the Bride of Chucky, like all all the different Chuckies. What other movies have you seen that came out with like a sequel or part 3 or something, and you were like, nah, y'all should have stopped at the first one?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
What?
I liked all
I
the
love
way up
all
to.
of them.
I liked all the way up. I think I don't don't know, man. For me,
There's like 8 of them.
yeah, I think it's like towards the ending of it. The beginners ones were dope, man. I was cool with that. But once it gets towards the ending, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
My favorite one, I don't know which one it is, but I like the one where the chick, she was like living across the street from the dude and he got sucked in the bed or whatever.
Yeah.
That one was like my favorite one. I think that was the most creepiest one.
I think
to me.
the creepiest one when she was in the tub and
that claw like
came, pulled her under, and you thinking about it, this is just a tub. Yes. But then they took a shot under the water, shooting up, and you like man. That was
and
nice.
Since you brought that up, I want to know: have you ever seen a movie or watched some type of movie, and you're like, that shot is brilliant? I need to do something like that.
A lot of different ones, man. It's just different films. I'm a Marvel fanatic, man. Yeah. I love artistic shots, bro. And Marvel with all the CGI, those shots be like, man, that's a beautiful shot, dog. That's nice right there. Yeah. That's like the shot from, they do a OTS on someone in a helicopter flying like this, and you see over the shoulder, OTS over the shoulder, and you see them going down towards the location. They looking at you like, I'm like, that's beautiful right there.
Like, I think they had a couple shots like that in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, they did.
You seen that movie?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And Rampage with Dwayne Johnson. Which is one of the guys I look up to. I follow him on everything.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dwayne Johnson. What's up, man? Hey, man, return my call, man.
Straight up, hey, The Rock, man. Michael W. Green is trying to get in contact with you. Man. You got a role for him?
I inboxed you. Check out your Instagram. Yeah. I did.
That's real.
Actually,
what kind of role was it?
I saw him on and it's crazy. My daughter was here for the summer, and she's like, aside from my mom, I think she's my biggest fan, and she know how much I did a post, and I'll show it to you too. It says, when you were The Rock, I supported you and watched you. When you became a brand, I started to listen to you.
Man,
that was on a post I did, and I said, I don't know, you probably don't even see all these millions of posts you get. I said, I want to let you know, just me following your life story changed my life in my approach when it comes to filming. Yeah. And he was on set, and he was in front of a utility car, the one that has the crane with the cameras on it for the action shots. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm gonna book a movie. I'm gonna book something with that car, and I'll show you to you. Like 6 months later, I booked a gig, and I took a picture of it in front of the car. Yeah. And then he has his sushi train. He eats sushi. My daughter saw it she was sitting on my phone. She say, Daddy, Dwayne Johnson eating sushi. I said, what that mean? We gotta go eat sushi. Yeah. So we went and got sushi.
That's what's up, man.
She be pushing me, man. Yeah. I love my little girl. She be pushing me.
You were saying, his lifestyle kind of, influenced your lifestyle, and you have a lot of drama-filled situations. Did you have some type of, like upbringing or something? Or?
Well, I mean, it really wasn't a pops around per se. My mom pretty much was a single mother. My older brother, my younger sister, Man and Nene, and I was the middle child. So Mom always made do with us, man. We always had food. Well, we always had sugar, bread, butter, milk. we always had those three. We made a lot of sugar toast, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Mom always provided for us. You grew up in the hood. I'm from Oak Cliff, bro. So you know what I'm saying.
Oak Cliff.
Lived in West Dallas projects. Off Fish Trap. We stayed in Bonton. So we grew up in per se you want to say the hood, but I mean that was lifestyle for us back then.
So like you being from Oak Cliff and seeing all the variations and changes over the years, that murder increase in the month of May, in Dallas, it was 41 or 43 murders, 43 murders in 1 month in Dallas, and now Governor Greg Abbott sends these state troopers to start policing Southern Dallas and Oak Cliff. What's your take on them sending state troopers to police black and urban communities?
Well, I just think that when you start sending state troopers and people with that military background, with certain kind of weapons, artillery, all you're doing is putting a stamp on whatever neighborhood it is, regardless on what it's been called in the past. So if you send out 50 troopers to, let's say, off of MLK in South Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right there by Lincoln High School. If you send them down there, next thing you know, everybody's on Facebook live streaming. You got the news camera. Now it's like, oh my God, don't move there because it's the worst place ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many great people have came out of the hood?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I think when you put that much, but I do understand a kid walking across the street and get hit by a stray bullet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That right there, because of how violence is in whatever neighborhood you're in. You know, you don't have to be in South Dallas to be in a hood. Hood doesn't always have to mean ghetto. Hood is your neighborhood. That's it. You know, I've seen some stuff. I stay in Frisco. I've seen some stuff in Highland Hills. You know what I'm saying? And in certain other locations that I'm saying, like, okay, I said Highland Hills, Highland Park. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Highland Park. And I'm like, that's happening out here? Huh. It doesn't really matter. Drama is drama no matter where you from.
Yeah.
So that's just my take on it. I don't think it's a great thing, but I don't think it's bad if your kid can walk across the street, walk to school, and get home safe. You know? So
yeah. That's what's up. And I gotta ask, because you know you're a black man. We are in the South right now.
Okay.
Have you in your upbringing or coming up, or any recently, because I have kind of seen tensions growing between like races. Have you experienced racism like personally or one-on-one? Like you've been into the store and somebody called you a slur?
I've been called the N-word so many times by different races, man. And honestly, I've actually a situation happened to me with the law. This was way when I was working in West Dallas, and I was a lifeguard. I still remember this, man. I was getting off of work. I was waiting for the bus. It was right there off of Singleton. Yeah. I was getting off the bus. I was waiting for the bus. Bus ain't coming. The police pulled around, and it's just a situation happened. I mean, of course, obviously, you know, I ended up getting on the bus eventually afterwards. But yeah, it's. And I was just getting off of work as a lifeguard. I was just getting off of work.
Man.
I was just sitting on the bus stop by myself.
Dang.
With a white shirt on with the plus sign says lifeguard. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, so they just pulled up, started harassing.
It's just certain words and stuff. I'm not saying that's once again, man, I'm 43 now, man. So this was like I was in my like early teens. You know, that's a long time ago. You know, so I got partners now that are on the law enforcement right now. Yeah. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. And I wanted to ask as well, we were talking earlier about all the different films that you have done and worked on. What do you feel is, like, your best genre, like, for writing? So whenever you've written all these different kinds of films, what do you think is your best genre?
I usually would say drama. Yeah. Comedy. I really didn't think comedy, I was that funny writing stuff, but
you can write some funny movies.
That's what I was told.
So what projects do you have out right now, comedy-wise, that we can check out, and where can we check them out?
I think the only comedy that I have out now, because everything else has been kind of drama type films I've been putting out. I'll do one comedy, and I didn't know how it was going to work out. Then it won. I'm like, man, I should probably do some more comedy. I started writing, and I got about maybe like 12 scripts written already, man. And it's just sitting there. Yeah. But I do a lot of drama films because drama taps more into how a lot of people can relate to it, depending on if someone's cheating on someone or spouse or their kids, something happened to their child. Or I try to do something based around stuff I maybe have read online or heard something, and I kind of make my little story based around that. Not actually based off a true story, but drama it comes easy to write, especially anger. Yeah. It comes, for some reason, it comes really easy for me. But comedy is good. I can't wait for everybody to see a cushion push, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's awesome, man. Well, and you know, I know you're a fan and inspired by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah. But besides him, who else, if anybody, would you want to direct with or act alongside with?
Oh God. Dwayne Johnson. Hey, man, I inboxed you. I'm going to keep on saying that. Maybe you never know who might tag him on that.
I hope Dwayne Johnson taps in on this show.
I inboxed you, Michael W. Green, Dallas, Texas. But man, so many. Of course, Dwayne Johnson, Denzel Washington, Spike Lee, Tyler Perry. I would love to work with Tyler Perry, man. I don't even know how to get his auditions, to be honest with you. Let's see. I'm a fan of Tom Cruise. I actually think Sandra Bullock is an awesome actress, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really. It's just I guess it's just based off of what they do in the film industry, and if they do something from the film industry, then they do something for like the community.
Yeah.
Out of heart. Man, that wins me over every time.
That's real. I watched Sandra Bullock in that movie. I think it was Gravity. When she was lost in space. That was crazy, yo. That was intense.
It's intense,
like
man.
being lost in space, and I feel she played that part pretty good. I seen an interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a scientist, and he kind of broke down all the things that movie got right and wrong as far as space and the realisticness of it. But from his point, he basically said they got a lot right. So that movie is almost really realistic, like what space would really be like. And then I also saw Sandra Bullock in that movie Heat. With I don't know what is her name? The chick, she's from Mike and Molly.
Yeah,
that one chick. What's her name? McCarthy, I think
McCarthy.
it is. McCarthy. Yeah, that movie was hilarious.
Yeah, but she's funny. McCarthy, she's funny, bro. She's funny, bro.
Yeah, and like everything she's in, it's just hilarious. Like that's the reason I watched. I'm probably gonna get my G card taken from this, but I watched that movie Bridesmaids with her in it.
You know what, bro? I watched it too, man.
Yeah. Hey, check out Bridesmaids.
Yeah,
man. It's a hilarious
shout out to
movie.
Bridesmaids. Hashtag.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. But that's real. I think comedy. I'm working more on some. I mean, I'm writing a couple of different things right now, but I'm mostly working on. I just did a promo. For a project called The Navigator. It's written by Tony Spurgeon. I'm actually going to direct it and shoot it. It's crazy about some teenage kids who just got out of school for the summer. Let's just say it's a long summer, bro.
Man,
it's a long summer. Yeah, and that one
was it like some snowfall type stuff or? Carter High type stuff.
Well, it's more like Carter High. That's the bomb, man. I'm in there. Shout out to Arthur Muhammad.
You in Carter High?
Yeah, I played Gary Elwood's dad.
Word.
Mr. Elwood's. Yeah,
man,
you better look at that movie again, man. I got a speaking role in there, bro. You better get I only had 2 scenes in it, but I still was in it. And I had a speaking role. So
heck yeah, and it got out there. A lot of people know about Carter High.
Yeah, a lot of people got put on the map with that too, bro.
Yeah, that story though is crazy, man, and it sucks because I kind of feel like we as black people and especially young black men, we got to know that. We already got 2 strikes against us, so we can't do what other people get away with. You know what I'm saying? Taking this whole Amber Guyger situation.
I knew you was about to say that. I knew that was coming.
The Amber Guyger trial, and that's something, shout out to the commish radio show and KHVN. He also mentioned it the other day that when people bring up this case, they always say the Botham Jean trial, the Botham Jean case.
Yeah, but why
we gotta let it be known, Botham Jean is not on trial. This is not his trial. This is not on his case. He was the victim. He was murdered. Amber Guyger is the one that's on trial, and she's being charged for murder. Have you been following the case?
Actually, once I actually seen some of it on. They were still talking about it on TV on Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. I was looking at it while I was supposed to been doing some work at work. Sorry.
She's being charged with murder instead of the negligent manslaughter or whatever. Yeah. What is your take on? Did she murder him? Was it an innocent mistake?
I mean, it's just like the story keeps changing. The story keeps changing. Now you was tired. You went to the wrong floor. You walked in the wrong house. How can you on a whole different floor? How could you up the steps at that? I mean, you could the way I look at it. Let's say you live in an apartment complex and you don't have an elevator. You gotta walk up the steps. If you live long enough, your body is used to taking a certain amount of steps to get to your door. Yeah, so you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, so you should know if you drove up too high,
or you
walked
to the wrong
too far.
Floor. Yeah, I don't care what color you are. Right is right, wrong is wrong, man. You can't apologize to this guy. He's gone.
Yeah.
You can apologize to his family or whatever, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Because you.
And what's even crazier is they said like hours and minutes leading up to the shooting and after the shooting, she was texting another Dallas police officer. His name is Rivera.
Okay, I heard about that.
Yeah, and what's crazy is I guess some stories came out that even back in 2007, 2008, he was involved in an officer-involved shooting, and he shot and killed an unarmed black man who was probably like in his mid-20s.
I didn't hear that part.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of people like Next Generation Action Network, you know, the activists out there in Dallas,
Right.
they're calling for him to be fired now and for that case to be reinvestigated. Because during, you know, when Amber Guyger shot Botham John, she was texting him. Those text messages between them, he deleted out of his phone. And
Why?
him being a cop, he should know that that's evidence. So he broke the rules. So I feel he needs to be fired. And same with he's the Hispanic Police Association president, Mike Mata. Have you heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like he's sketchy as well. You know, they said, and they even have footage of it, like after the shooting, he brought Amber Guyger, acted as her lawyer, like brought her to the squad car and asked the cop to turn off the video and the audio. And so we don't know what was said or like, did he coach her? And
That don't seem suspect to you?
Man.
That don't seem suspect? Mm-hmm. Like I said, everybody have their own thoughts about it, man. And I'm ready to see the outcome.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready to see what happens because they like I said, they took off the manslaughter rap, so now it's just murder.
Mm-hmm. So they gotta like persuade the jury that she did this with ill intent, with a malicious agenda, you know. And
What malicious agenda?
yeah, like she knew what she was doing when she shot and killed Botham John. That's what the prosecutor has to persuade the jury, or else, you know, they can say it's a not guilty verdict. And I know, man, you think it's gonna be a riot or some trouble in the streets?
A lot of stuff. I hope not, man. We have enough people dying in every race. We have enough people dying. We don't need no more bodies, bro.
And with all the violence and all the murders, especially going on like in Dallas and your city and around those areas, what do you think is like a leading factor? Like, what do you think is contributing to more and more people wanting to kill each other?
Anger, hatred, jealous. Those are the things that come to mind right now. Cause you hate somebody. For what?
Like, well, yeah. What are we angry about?
What you hate somebody?
Why do we
that
hate
much
them?
for?
Yeah.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I think we're all human and we get angry. And a lot of times when you're angry and that adrenaline is pumping, you don't think rationally. And so you act on it instead of thinking and processing. Like, I mean, what's going to happen if I pull this knife out? And if I pull it out and don't do nothing and I put it back, now the person you pulled it out on, you got to think, okay, how they gonna retaliate? Even though I didn't approach them with it, but you came as like you finna threaten my life.
Yeah.
So now, do I retaliate back or not?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just.
And with the recent mass shootings and violence going on nowadays, and all these debates about gun rights and gun laws, how do you feel about, you know, the gun laws and the gun restrictions?
Well, I got mine, bro.
Oh, so you believe and support, you know, like carrying and
and it's not carrying because I'm just wanna. It's just the point of, it's like, I just think that anytime you pull out a weapon, if you draw it, you better use it.
Heck yeah. Like Debo, you know, what you gonna do with
Yeah.
that? Besides make me mad.
Yeah. If you go draw it, you better use it.
Yeah.
And I just think gun laws. I mean, I know a lot of guys and girls who have their concealed handgun license. I know a lot of them, and it's not because they want to seem like they bad or you try something. Yeah. No, it's just that.
Really, like, we need that extra protection nowadays.
But it sucks, man, because as soon as you pull it out, everything changes.
And me personally, I kind of feel like, now I'm not against, you know, like gun laws or whatever, and I believe like, if you feel, you know, like, I feel like everybody has a right to protect themselves, protect their home and their property and their family, you know, but I kind of feel that you walking into Walmart with a gun on your waist, open out like that, I kind of feel like that's bringing extra energy that is unnecessary. I kind of feel like that you're bringing that negative energy on, because now it's like everybody sees it and everybody has that thought in their mind like, oh, this guy has a gun, like, and you know, guns can be used for bad, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like, you know, you don't need to, you know, go pick up your son from middle school with an AK-47 on your back or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like to have some type of home protection and maybe a little protection piece in your glove box, you know, because there's some crazy people on the road too. Like some road rage, man. Like I think I get flicked off and called the N-word at least every other day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on the road. Heck yeah.
I've been called it a lot, but not every other day.
And
they
I don't know.
down on no dark brother right now. So.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. Because I seen, and I don't know, it's because, you know, I swing an Impala, or maybe they just see, you know, a dude in dreads with an Impala, and they just don't like my kind in this area. But, yeah, man, it's a lot of people who got issues on the road.
See, I get...
You ain't been in no road rage incidents?
Oh, yeah, I've been
especially
in road
out there
rage
in Dallas.
I mean, I've had one. I was on 75, and I was headed towards downtown Dallas. This guy was driving next to me, and he jumped in front of me. And I'm like, I mean, it wasn't like him up and over. And I'm like, whoa. And I put up, I said, all right. So now that's when my road rage kicked in. I'm like, hey. And he looked looking like... So I'm like, okay, let me reprocess this for a second because he's right here.
Oh, yeah, because he might be crazy.
Yeah, so I pulled up again. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I pulled up and pulled back in front of it.
Yeah.
He pulled out and put back in front of me. I said, okay, you win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get over. Like
he wanted that smoke, huh?
I don't know what he was on, but I definitely, I like, you know what? And he was just looking, like, you know you crazy when you're on 75 Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you driving like this and not looking.
Oh man, so he was probably about that life.
Yeah. That was some stuff going on with that. Yeah, I looked at him. I'm like, you know, okay. I was like, you win, dog. You win, man. But he was.
That's real.
Yeah, he was on some other stuff. He just speeded on up and just kept weaving through traffic.
Man. That's crazy. And before we get out of here, you were logged on to Straightforward Strip. You are logged on to Straightforward Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central in the Red Stream on www.fbrn.us. Click on the Red Stream every Thursday at 3, or check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, YoungStrip702. Look me up on Facebook and Twitter and share that live video. We're in the studio right now with award-winning film director and writer Michael W. Green. Straightforward Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. I gotta give my take on some of the latest current events and hot topics. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Tekashi 6ix9ine, the rapper with the rainbow hair, who basically told on everybody
snitched
on everybody. What's your take on that? Like, do you feel?
No comment.
Because he said that because it's some word going out and sources close to him saying that he's refusing to go into witness protection after he is released. Yeah, so after you give all these names and the government is like, yo, we got to help you out, like, come with us, we'll protect you. He's like, nah, I want to go back to doing music, living my life, doing whatever. Do you think he's going to be safe, or how you feel about what he did?
You know, I try to stay out of that negativity right there. But, yeah, when I heard about everything that he had did and snitched on everybody, I was just like, he did what he felt like he needed to do, but the cats that are not locked up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They go like, oh, it's like that. Okay. Especially depending on if you know how they get down, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, snitches, you know that statement, snitches get...
Oh, yeah. Straight up, yeah. And then another topic I wanted to touch on before we get out of here, man. The situation out in Florida when a 6-year-old girl and a 7-year-old boy got into a little altercation. The 6-year-old threw a tantrum. She ended up getting arrested, taken into a police car, then taken down to the station, fingerprinted, and got a mugshot taken of her.
7 years
old. 6-year-old little girl.
I didn't hear about this one.
Yeah. Threw a temper tantrum, got into an altercation with another student at school, ended up getting arrested.
6
years old, man. Yeah.
What?
And of course she was, a young black girl, and her grandma, was infuriated. She spoke out, was on the news and everything about it because... And I agree, and I feel that this is an issue in America, especially with young black kids, this school-to-prison pipeline.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So kids of color get disciplined more often and harsher than other kids in school. And for her to be arrested at 6 years old and go through that process, I feel like it damaged her for life. This could have really put some serious trauma on her. Like, what would be your thing, like, if your 6-year-old daughter was arrested at school?
Yeah, I'd be really upset, bro. See, and that's the thing about it, the child is acting a certain. See, that's like a catch-22 because if you if your child is acting up in school or flipping out or whatever, and then they get arrested and you go to the station and you tripping and going off and stuff like that, they're like, okay, now we see where that child gets it from.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a way to point the finger at somebody else, even though you're the one who should be receiving all the critiques or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I just think if it was my daughter and they arrested my daughter without calling me, taking my daughter down to the police
station,
and fingerprinting her, 6 years old shouldn't go through that.
Man.
6 years old?
Yeah.
Now you got a record at 6 years old. Mm-hmm. Who gets a record at 6 years old?
But I do want to give a shout out to, you know, the people that were in charge of handling the situation, because they said since then that officer has been fired. And what's crazy is, and I don't know if this means anything, but the officer was actually a black man. Yeah. He was a black cop.
Whoa.
Yep.
So the little girl who threw the temper tantrum got arrested. She got arrested by a black officer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And I don't know, bro. I gotta read up on it and look at it because I don't know, man.
It's crazy, right?
I don't know.
And it's kind of like that saying, you know, because some of the older partners told me like, yo, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And I'm like, man,
skin folk ain't kinfolk.
There's a lot of examples of that I see, man. You know.
Man, it's a crazy world, man, but I guess we gotta live in it, huh?
Heck yeah. Straightforward with Strip. We're in the studio right now with Michael W. Green. Before we get out of here, man, where can we find you, get in contact with you, and look out for your latest projects, your new projects, and all your past projects?
All right, I'm gonna see if I remember everything right now what's going on. All right, so right now, like I said, I just told you about Navigator. Okay, we just wrapped our faith-based feature film that comes out in 2020 called Blind Confession. It's starring Santasha Faulkner and LaShawn Van Hook. Man, it's gonna be pretty badass, man. It's a nice. I can't say badass in a faith-based film. I withdraw that statement. Yeah. I withdraw that statement. I wasn't thinking, clearly. Yeah. So it's a faith-based film called Blind Confession. I told you who it's starring. Also, I just wrapped a film called Gutter Mommies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gutter Mommies is a feature film by a writer named Entice Arthur Muhammad, who shot Carter High. Directed this one. Also, Lux Filmworks was in the mix with that too. My boy Roy Richards, they was doing their thing on that one. Also, just wrapped another film where I played one of the love interests in this one. Love You Later, and Miss Jeanette. I'm gonna make sure I say it right. Miss Jeanette Fani. I hope I pronounced it right. She gonna kill me if I didn't say it right. It's called Love You Later. I actually had a good time on that one with we have D. Sanders and Mr. Jamal, my homie right there. He did his thing too, and we have a 12 episode series called Down the Rabbit Hole. We're gonna start a casting call for that one coming up soon. Of course, I told you about Cushion Push and Jerry's Time.
Yeah.
Man, what else? I'm trying to remember, bro. It's kind of few things going on. But you can find me on Facebook, Michael W. Green on Facebook. Instagram, Michael W. Green. I'm trying to get past 2,000 followers on Instagram, so y'all help me out.
Yeah, you doing better than me. That's what's up. I knew he was big time. I knew he was big time. Yeah.
Please.
Let me know when you write a movie for a role that fits me. You know what I'm saying? Like a hippie role. You know, somebody that I can play. You know.
Man, hold on.
I want to get into this acting industry.
It was a cat, man. I know we got a few seconds here before we get off. The Cushion Push.
Yeah.
It's a comedy based off the LGBT community. And I called him. I said, man, he said, what you working on? I said, I'm writing on a script right now called Cushion Push. He said, man, put me on it.
Yeah.
He said, I smoke already. I'm like, no, it's not that type of movie, bro. He said, you said Kush? I said, yeah, that's the dude's last name. It ain't about that. He said, oh, okay then, but let me know.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
I can do those roles.
It was so fun. Yeah, there you go. But now, man, I'm always willing to help anybody get on board if they need some help. I mean, a lot of people tell you that I try. If you say you can do something, if you come and audition, if you do your thing, that's cool. If you don't, I still try to see if I can put you in something to help you out, at least to get you some FaceTime so they see you on the big screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't promise anything because we have people that are more, I don't want to say talented, I'm going to say seasoned.
Yeah.
that are meant for certain roles that come and bring an A+ game.
Yeah. But you do try and like give, you know, like young actors or inexperienced actors a chance. Yeah, because I hate like whenever, you know, especially like whenever I was younger, job hunting and everything like that. It was like every job was like hiring with experience, and it's like, man, how can I ever get experience
if you don't hire me?
If I can't get experienced in it, you know? But,
that's not like that.
So that's cool, man.
There's different things, man. And what else I'm working on? I'm flying out to LA next week on the 3rd. I have an audition for a movie out there in LA.
Oh, okay. Can you say what the movie is right now? Or? Nah.
I don't know if she want me to tell what it is.
That's cool. That's cool. We just gotta stay tuned and look out for it.
Yeah, but I'm not even cast yet, so I'm just flying out there for an audition. Yeah. Do a little networking while I'm be out there for a few days. So just doing the networking with some people, trying to build my brand. You know. Yeah. So.
That's real, man. I appreciate you coming through. If you logged on to the stream or the Facebook, it's Straightforward Strip every Thursday at 3 p.m. in the Red Stream on fbrn.us. Click on the Red Stream or check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Young Strip 702, or YouTube. I got a YouTube channel, Young Strip, on there. Check it out. Check it out. Have you seen the YouTube channel?
Yes, but Janet Forney. She just told me, Janet Forney. I just want to make sure I said her name right. I'm sorry, Miss Janet.
Oh,
okay.
Forney. Okay, cool.
Love you later. Yeah.
Because you was definitely saying
man, I didn't want to
so
make sure I didn't say it wrong, bro. Because like I didn't write it down, so I'm trying to remember everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that's it.
That's real. That's real. Straightforward Strip. I appreciate you logging on, checking me out. Every Thursday at 3 p.m. in the Red Stream. And like always, I'll be back next week. Holla at your boy.
All right, peace. Hey, thank all you.
You already know what time it is, right? It's your boy Eclipse Darkness. How I like this one, man. Hold up, listen. Yeah. I'ma just talk to you for about maybe 2 minutes. That's all I need. Knock, knock at the door, who it is, Eclipse, so let me in. Rap game, it'll never be the same, so let me step in. Can I please have your permission? I'm in the top 10. You might just wanna stop and listen, ears all in. She gon' love it when I come into the party. Beat it up with a little bit of naughty. Then I pull up the whatchamacallit. Hold up, please don't stall it. Tell me what's a better way to do it. So unbelievable the way I do it all. So if you really wanna do it, go ahead and prove it and make that call. Yeah, popping up all in my space. Yeah, put that thing all in my face. Yeah, I'm trying to give me some play. Yeah, shorty come through with the kick. Yeah, she be like, come on and test it. Yeah, give me some time while I pass it. Yeah, slow down, I don't wanna chase it. Yeah, I see it, girl, don't erase it. Flashlight with the money game. Who am I? Yeah, I be the blame. You and I, we are not the same. After jungle, I be untamed. They wanna give me a short now. Or when they come with a fee, make sure it don't be too low now. You know my skills are not cheap. When I pull up all up on the scene, let me get that money to count that green. Hey, everybody know I handle business. Can I get a witness who know what I mean? Flash, lights, camera with the action, but I'm never acting. But I'll take an Oscar home. Hey, still I be taxing, never be relaxing. Loud as the Astrodome. Pull up in the backseat, can't nobody reach me. I done turned off my phone, cause I'm about to run up a bag. So tell them to leave me alone, cause I don't dance now. I make money moves, Jay White.